Welcome to another episode of the Two Mics, One Marriage podcast.
I think we can always tell when you pick the song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's basically
It's painfully obvious to me.
It's basically the same as your selections.
Okay. Well, just so you guys know, we switch off and you try to guess who's this who's.
Yeah. That was the new single by Thomas Green. The Bum Bum song.
Well, I'll say no matter what, we go throwback all the way.
We do, yeah.
Nobody's picking contemporary hits over here.
We have not picked a song after 99 yet.
And that's what I love about us.
Yeah.
So different, yet the same.
Yeah.
All right, Two Mics, One Marriage. We're back. We're going on tour in October. You can see all our sketches on Laughing Spree, and you can follow us everywhere, Two Mics, One Marriage, or hit us up on Laughing Spree TV on Instagram.
Yeah, lots of funny things to check out. October, we're doing the tour.
Doing the tour. We're getting a lot of good feedback on the sketches. People love Karen's Cares.
Karen Cares, that's a good one.
A hidden one that you can only find on laughingspree.com is Ask Desk. People have been asking me about it because they see the little clippies. Like, we could do reels and shorts, but it got it kicked off. We had like over 1,000 people following us on YouTube, and then this one hilarious infomercial called Ask Desk got us kicked off of YouTube forever.
It's our finest sketch, I feel. You like Karen Care Center better.
I do. But if you go to laughingspree.com, you can see Ask Desk only there.
Yeah, exclusive because it'll...
Because if not, it'll get us banned.
Yeah.
It's not just like a banning of community guidelines. They completely suspended the channel during COVID and told me I could never have it back again.
No, they shut down the account and like sent us an arrest warrant. It was like serious.
So we've switched. We switched to Laughing Spree TV. That was a dark time. I was so sad about it. It's just so you know, like less than something like 20% or less, maybe it's like 14%. It's something real granular of YouTube accounts even have over 800 followers.
No,
subscribers.
It was frustrating.
Yeah.
It was a frustrating.
I watched a lot of intervention.
Yeah, to get through it, you had to bring yourself up.
Yeah, there's me. There's nothing I like better than getting real high, throwing a good old episode of intervention. Don't laugh at me.
That was so natural.
Shut up. No, I really stumbled through that.
Can we edit that out?
But you know what? Okay, that aside, we have some of our favorites. As of late, interventions has been getting really creative.
Yeah.
Right? So this season is couples, which we really identify with.
Yeah.
It's like our hilarious, couples relationship comedy that we do, except in a sad, addictive style of intervention.
Yeah.
But they really love each other.
They do. It's seeing, I guess, a different side of love.
It's a really like codependent, we got to do a bunch of crack and fentanyl together. That's what I'm learning. Like, so the new thing now is everyone does like some kind of mixture of like heroin laced with fentanyl, and then they use like crack or meth, depending on what's most popular and cheapest in their area.
Yeah.
To like offset the fentanyl.
Yeah,
heroin.
and it's the date nights are fun on it. It's like, hey, let's smoke some meth and steal stuff, honey.
No, they steal stuff a lot, or prostitute themselves.
Yeah, I still never know. Like, I don't understand how is like they'll tell you the numbers on intervention, which I sometimes think are bullshit. Where they'll be like, yeah, he spends $1,000 a day on meth, and be like, do the math of how much that would be. Like, it's
it's a lot of meth. It's just like, can they steal $1,000 worth of stuff every week? It's hard to believe. Maybe it's like
if you're
they're
Catwoman,
so addicted that they do up to $1,000 a week.
Yeah,
it is reality. They got to spin it a little bit.
I think they do spin it a little. I'm sure they are. Well, a lot of these people, and that's always what the intervention is there's like, the enabler parents and friends and stuff that are like, give them a house to live in for free, and they're stealing their stuff, and it's like, yeah.
They always got a house to live in for free if they're not on the streets, obviously. And then it's like they don't really last on the streets when they are, so they'd never be on intervention to begin with. But I feel like, the couples, they're in it together hardcore.
Yeah. Yeah,
on those, like, whatever they got to do.
Well, we
do you think our love is that strong?
Yeah, I would shoot you up.
Would you shoot me up?
I would, if you asked me to.
Would you prostitute yourself so we both had fentanyl?
Sure.
To men, not ladies.
That you didn't say
Yeah.
that.
Well, I don't feel like there's a big market out there for male to women prostitution. I think it would have to be
It's called
if you're
a
really
gigolo,
well, I get it, but
and
I'm just saying if you're really gonna turn a profit, I think it has to be like a dude to dude thing. Would you be open to
I
that?
feel like it's rude to think that I couldn't make money as a male gigolo. That I
Well,
I would
on
have to go
fentanyl?
gay to make money.
I'm just
That's,
saying, you're not a gay dude, so you probably have some like prime asshole territory. You know what I'm saying? Like tight and right kind of shit. Like it hasn't been worn out by other dudes.
well, yeah, I guess for the first one, whenever someone did it, it'd be like a geisha, where I'd be like a virgin,
Ooh.
and we could make a big
You make a lot of
payday
money.
on the first
Yes,
time.
like
Yeah.
pop your gay anal cherry.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
man, there's so much possibility here. So if this comedy doesn't work out, you in it?
yeah, well, I mean I can
mean,
only
I'll
do that
pimp
once.
you.
I can only do that once. And then once I'm used, my
Well, then
it's
we'll
like
just send you
it's like
around
a-
to the regulars.
Yeah, it's like a used car. Like once it goes off the lot,
Yeah, it loses a lot of
that's
value.
the same
Yeah.
with my butthole, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah.
Look, we'll put a pin in it. If things get really bad, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to put my puss out there. So but I'll pimp you. I'll do all the back end administrative work.
Back end.
Yeah.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, of course I did.
Back end administrative for the back end, bars on bars.
Yeah, no, I'm I kill it with the impromptu. But yeah, no.
Well, I think you could make way more as a prostitute, and I'm not trying to be romantic, but I just think that
Stop it.
yeah.
No.
You could.
You're younger.
No,
No, the boys and the
you're
girls
prettier.
love you. No, no. You're the cute, handsome one. I'm the frumps.
No, you could definitely get guys easily, but also like lesbians like you too. So
I don't know. I think I'm a little too masculine to prostitute. Like I'm like a little too aggressive and not submissive enough. Like when somebody says like, "Oh, put my balls in your mouth, your mouth, and I'll give you an extra 200." I'm not going to do that.
yeah.
Like, like I'm just going to be like, "Nah, I have a line and there's going to be boundaries and nobody wants to hear me talk." You're more, you like go
That's
with
funny.
it.
Now that I think about it, you would be a terrible prostitute.
Thank
because
you.
You'd be like, no, I'm just not doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
You're like the guy at the door where they go $22 and you go, "Okay."
yeah, I'm much more agreeable.
Exactly. So anyway, I think we have our
Well, he
roles.
seems nice.
Look, after that boat trip, I'm going to say you might be on the edge of addiction anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done a lot of fun things, universal trips, fun activity. I can't say that the boat trip was funductive for you. We actually got in like a little tiff. Talk about like the segment Who's the Bitch.
Yeah.
You were adorable until you passed out on the big ducky float.
Well, I got blackout. It was one of the amazing birthday gifts you've gotten me. I got blackout drunk on a boat, I don't say that phrase lightly, blackout. I've blacked out very few times.
Very few times, but man, he went all the way.
But that time I can say I legitimately did. And I think people, and I don't need to get into this, people overuse the term blackout when they actually don't black out. And they do.
Did you actually black out?
I actually blacked out. And it's
At
only
what
probably
point
happened.
on the boat did you black out? Because I have a picture of him on a ducky float. Were you blacked out when I took that picture?
I don't really remember the doc. I
Yeah.
vaguely remember the doc. I remember talking with my friend Steven. I remember eating a watermelon that was
soaked in vodka.
That
That's what did you in, the watermelon vodkas.
yeah. Well, also I was starting to get sick. Remember that? Like I was starting, and then because I got sick like 2 days later, but I wasn't missing that. So yeah, I got a little handsy on the drive back.
Well, so I'm obviously at the end of this elaborate birthday boat trip where he is blackout drunk. I am the designated driver to him, and I don't know, 3 or 4 of your friends were in the back
There are
seat.
2 friends in the back
Yeah,
seat.
no, there was
yes.
like 3. It was Spence and your brother and somebody else. I don't know if it was
Meanie,
Sean
maybe.
or Meanie.
It was Meanie,
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, they're all in the back seat, and as a good driver host. I don't want to say designated driver because it's not like I didn't drink at all. I just, stopped earlier than everybody else as a responsible
Yeah.
drink.
You didn't go hard like the
No,
like
no,
the boys.
after I saw you on that dock, blackout drunk, I knew someone had to prevent you from drowning because your friends didn't care.
No.
So I'm driving them all home. I got dope tunes going. Everyone's rocking out. And Dan is going in and out of drunken consciousness, but when he would wake up, all he would do was grope me while I was driving. So he's grabbing my puss, he's grabbing my boobs while his friends are in the back. I would have to like pull his hands off, put it back in his lap. He would pass out for a minute, wake back up.
It was my birthday. I wanted a titty.
He was
Is that a
going
crime?
full
Is that a crime
Trump grab pussy. You ain't even a Trump fan. You doing Trump grab pussy on me in the car in front of like your brother and your friends. I'm just saying it was a little weird. It got a little handsy.
Oh, I don't think I was thinking about all of those things in the borderline unconscious state. I'm like, I woke up. I want a titty. It's my birthday. What else is there? Like what, there wasn't a lot of like cognitive function.
No, you were
going
definitely
on.
nodding in and out of consciousness, but every time you would get semi-conscious, the only activity that you would focus on was groping me while I was driving. So like I'm trying to keep titties in. I got like a bathing suit with like a shirt over and little shorts, and he's like, "You were grabbing hard."
All right. Well,
That's
sorry.
it. I just got to deal with that.
Well, it hasn't. I haven't got blackout since, so it's not like an ongoing.
I'm just saying it
issue.
could happen at any moment. You know what I'm saying? That's why I can't drive you home anymore.
Yeah, is that why?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that I
why.
drive
That's
now?
why you are the official
Yeah,
designated
you
driver.
kind of stopped driving.
Yeah, after that, that was
yeah.
my last moment. I mean, I haven't gone back to driving, but thank goodness I have gone back to the bed.
Oh yes. Okay.
I mean, while we're talking about like embarrassing dance stories, are you ready to go into this? Is this too much for you?
No, I need to speak my truth and talk about the incident. So it was just it was a Tuesday night, literally a Tuesday night. I was not drinking at all or anything, which is crazy to think that this happened when I wasn't. So
you would prefer to be drinking, just like the groping. Like at least you have like
I would have had an excuse.
That's
so I woke up in the middle of the night and I had peed the bed. I just pissed, like it was soaked. I was having a dream where I was peeing in the dream. And then I woke up and it was happening, in real life. And I thankfully you and the cats.
Oh my God, I fell asleep on the couch. Oh, thank God I fell asleep on the couch. Could you imagine you trying to wake me up explaining this at 4 a.m.?
And I woke up and I just immediately was like, all right, I got to change the sheets and everything. And I thought, because in all my drunken escapades, through college and, here or whatever, I never once peed the bed.
And
ever.
you said you've dreamed peeing before, but never peed in the bed.
I have lots of dreams where I'm peeing.
Yeah.
And pooping, and none of the one.
That's so weird. I've never dreamed of either of those things.
It's definitely in the rotation of dreams.
You have Ben? Hold on, Ben. Have you dreamed of peeing and or pooping?
I haven't dreamed of pooping, but peeing, it'll almost wake me up. Like if I have to pee in the dream, I'll wake up and then I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta.
Is that what's happened to you before,
that's
where
what's
it's woken you up
every single other time.
Are you drunk normally when that happens, Ben?
No,
are you drunk? No, just regular
sober.
life.
It can't
so
be
girls
sober
do
or
not.
drunk.
Well, I can't speak for all girls. I do not dream of peeing at all. I mean, maybe it's happened once.
I knew
twice.
girls like in college that did have that dream, and actually when they were drunk, that were known for like peeing the bed when they got drunk. So it was. But no, I never, literally since I was probably, 3 or 4 years old, had not peed the bed. Like I said, all these times getting drunk through college and stuff, never once had happened. And it was just a random Tuesday night where I didn't drink, and I had that same dream, and it actually finally happened. And like, it was jarring. Like was like freaking out a little bit, where I'm like looking in my face in the mirror and I'm like, did I have a stroke? Like, did my, I literally, that was my first thought process. I was like, did something in my brain break, that I had like an aneurysm? Because why is this happening? Like, I'm 36. Like, it's not like have dementia or something. Like, why I couldn't, it bothered me.
No, you
for
looked,
days.
when you
like,
walked down the next morning, because I fell asleep on the couch. So he comes down and you look like you had seen a pea ghost. And you're
A
like,
yellow ghost.
oh yeah, some kind of yellow pea ghost of some sort. You were like, all the color was drained out of you, and you're like,
And onto the mattress.
oh my God, I can't believe what happened.
I still,
You went for days processing this.
yeah. In some ways, I still think about it, and I'm like, I can't believe that happened. Like, I just don't know how.
I know. Maybe you're just you gotta get them like men's Depends or something for the night.
I can't tell you. So the next night, after I slept, I was like, honestly, like,
How many times
worried.
have you peed in the middle of the night since then? You get up to pee every time you like.
That's
feel
all
it.
I do now.
That's
So the next night, when you're kind of nodding in and out, and when I would wake up, I'd immediately start feeling my pants in the bed, and I'd be like, okay, dry, and then like, and I'd wake up maybe a few hours later, and I'd immediately start patting myself and be like, okay, it's not like my brain's broken and I can't sleep now, and obviously that was like whatever weeks ago now. And hopefully it never happens again, but like I'm still a little bit in shock that it happened, because what.
It's okay. I'm glad you're able to talk. So this actually happened a few weeks ago now, and
Yeah.
you weren't ready to discuss it on the podcast.
I wasn't. We actually had it written down, and I wasn't there
You
yet.
weren't there yet.
Yeah.
But then, happy wife, happy life. I make Dan do a lot of things he doesn't want to do. I sent him to not because of the pee thing, by the way. Just let me put the disclaimer out. I did not send him to this because of the pee incident. Just for other things, as he's been going through his yoga journey and whatever. My friend is a shaman, and she does Reiki healing, and he has some vertigo issues.
Yeah.
So I sent him for some Reiki healing with my shaman friend, Anne. And you came back a new Dan?
I would say a new Dan. I was told that one of the things that was holding me back was I was not speaking my truth. And that's why I told the peace story, because I didn't want, you know what I mean? I thought, we're comedians. You can't hold back. You gotta
put it out there.
Yeah, you gotta give people the pee.
You gotta give them what they want.
Yeah, and the Reiki healing, it was interesting because Minda's more spiritual than I am, but I try and embrace it more, and I try and be more open to it than I was in the past.
Yeah, I have crystals in my pocket right now. Hold on.
Yeah, no, there's there's a lot of like things that are being said when it's going on, and you're like
more Ben.
Cam
There you
Patterson
go.
with the rocks.
Yeah, no. If Cam Patterson, just for the record, was a white lady up there, that would have been about crystals.
Yeah, it would have been.
And they would have dismissed that white bitch as some basic bitch white girl with her crystals. But because he's black and he had some ghetto ass rocks from the parking lot at the comedy club.
Well,
he's a star.
It is way
He's
weirder.
a star now.
It's way weirder. But all right, back to the Reiki healing. So there's a lot said in your ear that I don't understand. There's weird, scary music, and it's shanti, shanti, farashati, and like all this type of stuff. And then she puts her thumb so deep in your ear that it like touches your brain, and she squeezes your eyeballs. It's like the mountain in Game of Thrones when he squeezes the guy's head and explodes. There's just a lot of stuff going on, and then she tasers your neck, and then that gave me a sensation like I've never felt before, and really pushes a lot of points and will press things that will like go the whole way up your arm. And then there was a thing put on my chest, so when she did certain things that I didn't punch her, which I didn't understand what that meant. She was like, if I press certain things, I don't want your hand flying up and punching me. And I'm like, how does that happen? Like but it was
overall. How'd you feel coming out?
I felt good coming out. Honestly, the vertigo went away for like a couple days. I didn't really even feel it through like the theme parking.
That's important because you've gotten it really bad after the theme parking previously.
Yeah, so it was a positive experience. I mean, it's not like super relaxing. Like it's not a massage. I mean, a lot of the points that like hurt, and when they squeeze the eyeball things, like that kind of is not the most fun part, but it feels good after, like when
Yeah,
you're done.
you like after acupuncture, you got real weirded out and you didn't like how you felt. You said you felt similar, but it calmed down a lot quicker this time. He gets real like stimulated and doesn't know how to control it because he doesn't really believe in any of this.
Yeah, no. So I thought it was one of those things where you're kind of like lightheaded after you do it, but it wasn't like the acupuncture where I didn't like it after the acupuncture.
Well, you
I
were
didn't
felt
like
verbally abused at the acupuncture,
Yeah,
which
no.
I feel like you were uplifted from the Reiki and you were able to essentially tell your story, your peace story
Yeah,
because
I
of
wasn't
it.
told I was fat with a sucky tongue. I was told, that I just need to speak my truth more, which is maybe why my tongue sucks because I'm not speaking the truth.
Maybe. Wow. Deep, deep. See,
Yeah.
like, I don't have that kind of superpowers. Like, I kind of feel like after you go to Reiki and you come out and you're feeling good, like, some of my basic bitch techniques, like, don't measure up, even though you love them. Like, we have our silly sayings. And for a long time, I tried to do a joke about this, but nobody really thought it was funny, but it's real. At our house, we have the shower handy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Which, just so you guys know, I know like I didn't make up the shower handy, and I'm not talking about Dan giving himself a shower handy, but I'm talking about me next to the shower doing a shower handy. I always feel like it just helps the sadness just shoot right out of you.
Yeah. It does. It saved us in COVID. There wasn't. It had to come
Yeah,
up
you were
for
really
itself.
depressed during COVID. I had to do a lot of shower handies to get you like, in a positive mindset.
Yeah.
It's like my Reiki.
Yeah, it is because it's depressing to do it by yourself in the shower. You don't feel good about it. So, but if someone else can lend a hand, well, that's just grand.
There
So,
you go. Wow, good rhyming. Right off on the off the dome there too.
yeah.
I know he's never said that before.
No,
But you
I
know what it
don't.
was like even when we started, like I try to be sexy and like get in the shower, but I got so good at the shower handy again. It's like my Reiki that like by the end, I didn't even have to get in the shower anymore.
No, like the curtains. No, you
No, I
close the
just stuck
curtain.
the hand right in and it worked the same way. Boom, sadness just shot right out of you.
Walk into it.
Yeah, I know exactly like the way an alligator eats. Like they don't actually move
Yeah.
for the prey; it just
Yeah.
kind of walks into their mouth.
Yeah.
No, I think it's something where obviously things aren't as sad. We're out in the
You're
world.
Like, you're
COVID.
like doing work while you're like on your
Yeah,
tablet.
now I'm able to answer emails while doing the shower handy, just being a little funductive.
Yeah.
Boom,
Yeah,
circle
yeah.
back. But it's something I think everyone. If you need a term in your house, you want something to throw around, ladies, you don't feel like doing it, but your husband wants to, just throw it a shower handy. It pretty much makes everybody happy.
Yeah, better than candy.
Shower
The shower
hand.
handy.
Nice.
Oh, that's two. All right.
All right,
Man,
all right,
I
all
have
right,
toe
all right.
tags and body
Okay,
bags
so I
today.
think we hit it all, man. So let's just talk about where people can find us, and then we'll wrap this shit up. I don't really care about the news right now. So
You can find us walking around South Florida.
yeah, we're at a bunch of open mics. Oh, we're at all the Don't Tell shows that are north of 595.
Don't tell, don't tell South Florida.
Don't Tell South Florida.
Fort Lauderdale to Fort Pierce. And also you can find us on the Two Mics, One Marriage tour, comedy tour, starting in Rocktober.
Yeah. You can find us on Instagram at Two Mics One Marriage, or you can find all our sketches at Laughing Spree TV. You can find us on YouTube at Two Mics One Marriage.
Yeah.
With all the Laughing Spree sketches and a playlist
All
if
the
you love them.
sketches,
If you want to see, well, you can't see Ask Us there. You can only see that on the
there's
.com.
stand-up clips. We
Yeah.
also did a series for a while called Produce Yourself, where it teaches people how to...
More for like comics and producers.
Yeah, that's more for comics. It teaches you how to sort of, how to host, how to find a mic. We did
how to get booked.
with
We
Judy
did,
Carter.
Yeah,
on
we had a lot of
one.
cool
Yeah.
guest celebrities, headlining touring comedians that
it
tour
was
across the
good.
country, give their opinions.
Lots of info we learned just from doing it. We do it in a way like, hey, we're not experts, but we've learned a lot doing this 10 plus years. So this is
For sure.
our knowledge. So yeah, you can check that out on the Laughing Spree, Two Mics, One Marriage page. And
if you want to see us in person, Two Mics One Marriage tour
Two Mics, One Marriage
starts in October. If it's
Yeah.
already October and you're watching this, then check out
fuck
one of the
you.
No.
Why haven't you been watching?
Don't listen to him. No, not fuck you. We love
Why are
you.
you an early
And we
adapter?
have dates coming from November, December, January. So just check out the tour and come out and see us.
I'm just kidding. Please come see us. Follow me. Dan Lung Comedy. I love you.
All right, yo. That's another episode. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Out.